Today's topic of conversation, the amendments of the Constitution. Now, I've always found it funny that the First Amendment tackles 3 to 5 issues by itself, like right off the bat. Then the Second Amendment deals with pretty much one. It's like they said, all right, let's put this, and this down, and hold on, wait, shouldn't we break these up a little bit? Are we going to put them all in the First Amendment? And that's not actually what happened, but it's how I kind of humorously like to think of it. Congress shall make no law respecting an establishment of religion, or prohibiting the free exercise thereof, or abridging the freedom of speech, or of the press, or of the right to people peaceably to assemble and to petition the government for a redress of grievances. An establishment of religion in this case is referring to establishing a state religion. An establishment of religion. Now, here in the United States, we don't have a state religion. It's not how things work. No government authorized religion. So the idea of us being a Christian nation right from the start, from the First Amendment, you can be whatever religion you want. You are free to have whatever faith you choose. But we do not, as the United States, or as our United States government, we do not endorse or establish any religion. No state authorized religion. Moving on into the First Amendment, or abridging the freedom of speech or of the press. That's saying basically that it doesn't matter if you don't like the joke. We can't make them stop telling it. We can't make them stop printing it. The same thing that allows people to print Bibles is the same thing that allows the Satanic Church to print Bibles too. It's what allows us to be able to speak our minds freely without fear of retribution from our government. The right of the people to peaceably to assemble. Now, I'd like to point out that there are multiple groups. There are 2 types of people at these assemblies, these protests. One type is gathered to assemble peaceably for a redress of their grievances. The other side is by no means assembling peaceably. They are behaving criminally. The right of the people to peaceably assemble. You can get together with 1 million other people to protest injustice, such as the Million Man March. You can assemble as Jon Stewart and Stephen Colbert did to rally for political ideals. The right of the people to peaceably assemble should not be abridged or infringed upon. That means if you want to get together, you can't just say we're peaceably assembling to hang out. Your right to peaceably assemble is not the same as your right to take over the entire back half of a state park and to petition the government for a redress of grievances. That's a little bit more tricky wording. The ability to speak to your governing body and tell them the problem you're having, to redress your grievances. You have a right to address the government for your grievances, to tell your government that you're upset with certain things that they're doing, and to tell them where they're making mistakes as you believe. But that doesn't mean the government has to side with you. The government could think you're as full of shit as the rest of the world does.